And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire in the Republica DLC. First game with it. We're still in that major war, and as you can see over this end turn, it didn't... Well, this turn hasn't gone particularly well. It's around 89. We lost 270 infantry in defense against 80 or 800 of theirs. We have 6 decisions winning us. Passionate speech to keep up the virtue. And yeah, they did manage to get us off the road in various places, which is going to interfere with our resupply to the front. Do there, and then we'll seal this road. Crash the breakout unit there.
Let's go.
Yeah, these new units are definitely tanky.
Run!
Actually surprised we didn't manage to break it. We lost 5 subunits and only destroyed 1. Legionnaire 3, Gauss rifle, combat armor. Okay, so they've got enough combat veterancy. They've gone ahead and done effectively a upgrade that is not tech upgrade, but is a model upgrade. We're not quite there for doing it on our own units, but we can start thinking about it with field testing coming over 80% here. Not gonna move these units yet because we just reestablished a road connection that should solve their problems.
Let's go. Mission. Move out.
Target destroyed. Attack formation.
All clear, sir.
Okay, outside of that one that's technically surrounded by the minor factions, gone ahead and broken up units up here. Okay, we'll try to get replacements underway. That's 3,100 troops, which is quite a few reinforcements. And then a buggy. Again, this is a situation where we have got them to the point where we can negotiate a ceasefire. This would feel a little bit less of a troll because we wouldn't be actually dividing their territory up. They've effectively lost their footholds in the northeast, so at least they have the area around their capital. Indignation over opulence. Let's confiscate that away from them, and we know right now that they are the leader with the lowest relation. So let's play a card on you. Less grumpy. You got the bonus. You're gonna want more than that, apparently. Okay. State gift.
Copy that.
There we go. That's reasonable. Foreign affairs. Once again, we're gonna
Copy that.
do the option that gets us the virtue. And then you might not actually be the lowest now. Although that gets you to the third lowest. We'll improve you again. Like we did the last person. Official gift.
Copy that.
Basically put you back up in the 80s. Good enough.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yes, sir.
Commander for the 11th. We're gonna take you. You're not very good, but we'll take you. Command the 11th, and then we'll get a couple, if we can, get a couple military people. And I can't. A little on political power. We're gonna use the fate point to get the political power. To do the passionate speech.
Copy that.
And we'll get a junior, so we've got
Copy
a
that.
replacement in case someone gets shot over the end turn here. And we're currently done with construction, except for all the replacements we're having to keep throwing at the front. Do damage control. Yeah, we'll see if we can get enough troops down here to actually stem the tide. We definitely run into a problem of they've improved their troop quality, and our troop quality is still a little stagnant. They have a lot of experience learning about all the ways that their troops are not very good. We have a little bit less experience with that, so it's coming back to bite us. We do have mines being completed, so if I needed to do a refresh on our units, the refresh ones at least have mines. Wait until that's done, which is probably going to be next turn. Resonance scanner. Yeah, that's the other recon tech. That would be nice to get before we do refresh on the units. Although I think we're getting the advanced scanners implemented as well, so it might be good enough just to get the advanced scanners. We haven't done the northeast yet. Still technically expanding over here. Oh, I suppose we might actually be able to get rid of all the rebels up here and have a secure border against the rebels. Or all the non-line to get a secure border against the rebels, because we're not at war with the rebels, we're at peace with the rebels. We might want to declare on the rebels at some point, but that's not now. Okay, things aren't going too terribly. Still hasn't quite been long enough. It needs to get to 112 right now, I think. We've been 89. Or we can slide into Syndicate Democracy. Virtue, of course, is still downtreading because we're complacent because we're winning. Entropy is reduced because actually growing soft has been reduced because for once we're getting relatively close to actually the long-term casualty expectations to get that away. Our guys are being beaten into less complacency, let's just say. We're up to 42.6 victory score. That's a step in the right direction. One of the stats is at least going up. Always good to see that. Oof. It's not good to be seeing all the attacks where we're taking losses and they're not. Yeah, I'm more and more leaning to sending that proverbial overture of peace. We killed 600 infantry at the cost of 1,000 infantry and 10 tanks. We have 6 decisions. It's round 90. Leader KIA. We lost the 5th Light Infantry Commander. In the fighting, mines are complete. Guided RPG has been discovered. We discovered ultralight aircraft.
Affirmative.
We're gonna go cluster bombs here.
Roger that.
Let's model design up an ultralight aircraft. Ultralight, new blueprint. Obviously, it's gonna be recon. Give it the biggest wings. We've only got propellers. I'm guessing it's not viable due to lack of fuel. Yeah, that's what the problem is. Well, this might actually be a pretty good planet for planes. No, we're not having enough lift to apparently put guns on the thing, but to do reconnaissance, we can get 11 range, 10 range. Can we get 10 range and 10 range and some machine guns? Okay. 9 range and twin Gauss. Okay. 9 range with guns on a recon. Seems reasonable for an ultralight. On propel engines of that.
Affirmative.
Build the statue, allocate the funds towards practical goals, or build a smaller statue and the rest towards efficiency. Statue in your honor. Well, we don't want fists, we don't want enforcement. So
Aye, aye,
we
sir.
do best of both worlds. Humanitarian aid. Block the attempt or allow the aid. Allow the aid. In fact, throw money at the problem and double the private aid.
Yes, sir.
We feel grateful. The aid helped them a lot. Our people feel like they saved the day, but they also took on a heavy debt. Okay, so you're in
Aye,
command
aye,
of the
sir.
5th, and apparently I need more commanders. Merc's an option. Merc is the option. Okay, it's that or nothing. Take a Merc then.
Copy that. Engaging enemy. Mission completed. Engaging enemy.
Can I get this pocket destroyed? I think that's a no.
Objective lost.
Interesting as it would be to take that road, we're just going to get off ourselves. back the guys that are having food problems. Leave the militia up here so we can get an idea of what's going on there. We're going to pull the professional troops back. And leave the militia. I'm going to try to bring back another grain supply. Okay, can I strategically move you guys? No. Supply situation is still precarious enough there that that is not the option. And we proved there. Okay. Where is our bottlenecking? From there on. Okay. So, the workaround there is I improve the truck station. Easy enough to do in theory. We'll see how well theory lines up with practice. Okay, just enough to get the public jobs, so the truck station should be being expanded without delay. Got reinforcements promised to the frontliners. Question here is, can we keep it working? Or I suppose, can we keep them contained for the moment? Because I think once we get enough people over there, we can solve the problem with firepower, firepower numbers. But that requires the numbers to apply the firepower.
Going in. Mission successful.
Laws overview, we got 8 laws? Or max is 8. We currently have 7. That's why they wanted to repeal a law, because they had a preference for a law that they wanted to replace, so they've repealed one so they could propose a different one. Next level in 5, next pack, or next level in 1, and next pack in 5. Okay. Eco, working on geotectonics, which is going to help with industry. We just finished up mines, and I followed mines up with cluster bombs. Cluster bombs plus geotectonics will allow us to discover things in energetics, most importantly heavy industry, or high-tech industry. Not heavy industry, we already have heavy industry, it's up here. High-tech industry. Chameleon camo's interesting. Laser guns or laser rifles may be interesting. The guns are more interesting than the rifles, honestly. Rifles may be interesting if we haven't got the charged Gauss small arms. Although that's power, and we're maybe not making enough power to make that worthwhile. Check to make sure we're not running out of anything in the mines. Not yet. Prospecting. None of the places expect to have anything new. How's the treasury? Treasury is doing fine. I can always export some resources if we're desperate. Okay, let's see if the situation, if they keep breaking out here, we might try to negotiate a peace. For example, if they take this hex again, we're going to negotiate a peace. Took a different hex. Hit that hex with artillery, and took it. We killed 800 infantry over the intern. We lost 700. It's round 91. We have 6 decisions. Leader KIA, 3rd Light Infantry Brigade. Commander has been killed. Over your opulence. Personal AI do anything, or is it just making people dislike you? It's giving you 5 intelligence, so I'm not going to take it away from you, we're just going to support their protests.
Order acknowledged.
Understood. Understood.
Yes,
The
sir.
rich immigrants in. Military advisors requested. We'll say yes.
Copy that.
Commander for the 3rd.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit cheeky because we're going to negotiate peace here. Which is, we're going to take the hexes that we can sort of realistically take. That isn't too cheesy, and then we're going to negotiate that peace. Propose peace.
Copy that.
Peace has failed. There will be no peace this turn. Although I think there will be no more resistance to that hex.
Enemy.
Oh, but yeah, this is about to be like, oh dear, we may have not successfully broke the back of the hex, but no, we did. The 5th RPG Infantry Battalion has finally surrendered to overwhelming attacks. No, because we already remember the bottleneck is Darkville, right? Yeah, bottleneck is at Darkville. So we're waiting for that truck station to improve, and it's being built. Just gotta be patient. Making sure my HQ isn't missing. So how many commanders we had killed, I would not be surprised if we just had an outright missing HQ. We don't, but...
Open fire! Open fire! Run! Run! Run!
That wasn't a great exchange. Could have preferred better. Okay, approaching the rebels. Although we're hitting the end of the functional bit of the road here. So actually getting a fully secure border over there might be a little bit more complicated than I'd hoped. Actually, port the road onto that hex. And I'm only putting the road onto that hex because it would actually be nice to maybe do volcanic energy on those volcanoes at some point. Okay. Things are going as things are going. Truck station will be done next turn. Your admin strain's pretty terrible. But that's because you're controlling all the assets that are normally be assigned to this district, city. So you got assets out in the middle of nowhere, which I should fix at some point. Okay, so you're probably non-functional, so I'm gonna mothball you. Mothball you. I'd like to be benefiting from you guys, but mothball you both. Mothball you. You're close enough that we should actually assign you to that city. There we go. If I want to operate that, I should assign it to this city. You know, we'll just assign everything east. I'll do the same over here. Make everything over here assigned to this city. Not that there's anything besides the one Agri-Dome. You should probably be mothballed. They've actually taken the airfield there, so that's not a problem anymore. Okay, that might help a little bit with the admin strain. I can't see where it's going to trend to, so just have to hope that's enough. I believe mothballed assets don't cost against his own, because I believe it is activity level. So if you've mothballed something, it has your activity level with the admin strain calculation. Oh, you have admin strain, but that's probably coming from that mine. Yeah, it's coming from that mine. So we're just going to accept that that's the case. not much I can do about it. You admin's terrain free at least. Capital's free. That's the big one that's being hit hard. Everyone else is good. Okay. Looking at our cards. Diplomacy fell through this turn. Get passionate speech.
Copy that.
Twice.
Copy that.
That's most of our political power for the turn. Okay, cycle the turn. This is not necessarily going to be a good end turn for us. Oh, we only lost 100 there. That wasn't too bad. We killed 500 infantry over the end turn and only lost 100, so that's not too bad. Round 92, we got 9 decisions. We've discovered polymer armor. Really, really, really want that. That's good. Sparrow completed. Okay, the truck station here, that was the bottleneck finished. How close to being a bottleneck farther back was it? 21%. So this is actually going to be tripling, so that's going to move it to bottlenecking in here, which is saying that you probably also want a truck station increase. Okay.
Understood.
Oh, we might be able to get a little bit more through here now that we've actually taken the road back. We'll see if that helps. And then, yeah, we will try to continue expanding this one another tier. No, I can't because we're limited to level 3 with a level 1 city. So until we throw enough colonists at that problem, that is where that stops. Oh, and we've delegated a bunch of stuff off of you, so you're no longer got as many, or delegated plus mothballed a bunch of stuff. Try to tell if the admin strain went up or down. I think it may have gone down. At least not using as many workers. Okay, so colonists go here as population. Yeah, at least what we can deliver goes there as population. Okay, so hopefully the truck improvements help. Yeah, hopefully the truck improvements help. Don't think we're in a position to... I'm not chasing off that hex. Could go out and around. Given the fact that I don't think we're going to be able to attack for a couple turns, let's see if they are open to this terms referred to as peace. Pose peace.
Copy that.
Critical failure. We have actually backslid. Next turn, we'll actually be trying to fix the situation. Okay.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders. Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Understood. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Copy that.
Center extradition. Trade is more important, or... Don't like that we're losing morality here. But I want my commerce, and I don't really care about merit. So, yeah, we'll
Copy that.
allow the extradition.
Yes, sir.
Tech-wise, still working Geo, still working Cluster. Polymer is so important because of what it requisites to. I am gonna stop Cluster and swap to Polymer.
Standing by for
Roger
orders.
that. Roger
Polymer.
that. Open fire! Open fire! Mission successful.
We're gonna construct a yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3. Should go out here, put a supply base here.
Wilco.
It should help with projecting logistics up to the front up here, potentially allowing us to get nice and comfortable up against the rebels' border. And of course, the small city here then wants only 300 more workers for the construction, so that's not too bad.
Wilco.
Okay. Cycle the turn. Hoping for minimal whammies. We've got the major mostly encircled. And our units are strengthening as more bullets and reinforcements arrive. Round 93, we got 4 decisions. Political pact awarded. Swapped minor elite. Okay. Moderation. Factions populism. Okay. Air protesting the divisor.
Yes,
Just take this
sir.
thing away.
Yes, sir.
Preston hiding syndicate cells. Once again, No, I'm gonna say no because I think I have maximum opinion with them, honestly. And I'd rather have the morality
Copy
bonus.
Aye, aye, sir.
Cannot propose peace.
Copy that.
Failure to give them the gift. Okay. Co-opt minor elite. Possible there. Possible to form the diplomacy. I think they need to not be war as someone to do co-op minor elite. Let's roll this here.
Copy that.
Difficulty is 49. Da, 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 da. We roll an 86. Shame. We needed a 99. We tried.
Copy that.
That was a bad military commander. It was a military commander, but that's about it.
Copy that.
Yeah, my passionate speeches are not working quite so well.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Okay, still marching our guys to more useful locations. I think that's them trying to replace all their command companies. But they didn't really leave anyone in the capital, if that's the case. It's not as far as we can tell. We still don't have good attack. Apparently the one unit they got in that's actually functional is a really functional unit from what we can tell. One unit that's worth anything and the rest are all kind of there. Yeah, they've got a lot of forces in this pocket. But it's all here. Somewhat annoyingly, they definitely have good control of that one road junction. I'd like to have that road junction. That is not happening this turn. Also, we failed to oratory roll, so they're still at 24. Oh, need another turn before I can put the road on the volcano there. And then bottlenecking. Still east of the city. Didn't I queue up a upgrade to you? No, I forgot to queue an upgrade to you. I should have queued one. Oh, no. That's why I didn't queue the upgrades, because I can't. Fair enough. Okay, so we're still bottlenecking east of there, but there's nothing we can do about that. Other than pull more troops out of the area, which is kind of what we're doing. Kind of what we're doing. Supply base is done, so we should be reaping the benefits from it over here next turn. Yeah, really to keep advancing here, I need to reap the benefits. So that's the western expansion. That's the eastern attempt at containment. Doesn't really... Well, we've improved in the they attack eastward direction. Just whether that's enough, because I haven't tested the defenses. It's not known. Next democracy, or next political system level, it's 8 turns. Next pack is 6. And then victory overview wise, still definitely winning. And obviously that's still being a problem with virtue. Although apparently we're not going soft. We've got enough people dying to not be going soft. But that's about all that's solving with the virtue right now. Let's cycle the turns and see if that continues. Okay, round 94. We've killed 200 infantry over the end turn, and we have 1 decision winnings.
Aye, aye, sir.
Major. We'll throw a bunch of money at them. Make it more likely.
Copy that.
There we go. Success. Although that was, for an attempt to make it likely, was uncomfortably close to failure. Okay, we're making a decent amount of fuel. I'm going to sell fuel to generate money. Okay, so next turn we can attempt to negotiate with them again. And again, I think we're still in a situation where they're dug in hard enough on that road nexus that we're not pushing through. To be fair, it looks like there's 32 machine guns. No, it's a heavy machine gun infantry regiment. So for our standpoint, independent, so it's that size. Which is a big, although not the biggest unit they could deploy, but a big unit. Well dug in, as it with anti-infantry weapons, being like, yeah, no, come and take it if you think you're hard enough. And apparently we don't quite feel that good. Don't quite do that well. Okay. So we've got our boost in here. I'm surprised that hasn't helped. Well, maybe it has, but maybe it isn't providing enough. It's a good way to think about it. Maybe it has, but maybe it's not providing enough. Okay. Pull back for a moment. Want to make sure our guys are actually being fed. Feeding the troops for some reason is important. And then the other thing to do if we want more supplies over here is expand the truck station.
Wilco. Wilco.
Oh, that's 5,600. I noticed that as I was moving away from it. That's why I clicked back.
Wilco.
There we go. Okay, and then you just... We want to get you to level 2 so we can expand the truck station.
I'm on it.
This would be more useful if we knew how often is. Less effective played often, but what's often? Play this
Copy
again,
that.
expecting a pretty low effect, yeah. Because we've been playing it quite a bit, so presumably it's considered often. Playing it too often at least. I don't think the archaeology is worth it. We haven't taken over any recent ruins. Although maybe we'll try archaeology here. Added some new ones.
Order acknowledged.
Didn't roll high enough to know anything. Let's cycle the turn. Victory overview progress is being a bit slow, but that's because, again, territory's got some value to it, but it's not worth a lot. And to expand up here, I really need to put another city in, which means I need more colonists. More colonists. Or, I have to be in a situation where I'm willing to delegate the city. Because of how we did delegation around here, that's not going to work. Are you coming down? Yeah, you are coming down. So, mothballing the assets over here have definitely helped with the delegation. Or with the strain. I'm just going to accept this one strained, because the big thing that you're producing that we care about is actually the yield on that mine. The mine in the recycling facility. We killed 400 infantry, we have 6 decisions. Go. Back to our power. Want total power? No, they have rights.
Aye, aye, sir.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Lack of action. We like our mind, so
Roger that.
we get disciplined for that.
Copy that.
Don't think motorbike infantry can actually be equipped with, yeah, they can't be equipped with combat suits. So other than, like, the weapon improvement, this is actually the best we can do on them, so we might as well do it. Range immigrants. Let them in,
Wilco.
obviously. And yeah, I don't think anywhere in the line are we strong enough to carry out an effective attack. Apparently our troops are obsolete and we're basically charging machine guns at this point. MG infantry. Okay, that's a light one. But that's probably actually means that's probably the place where we got the best luck. And yeah, no. MG, yeah. Oh, that's the siege battalion. Don't know where their artillery is, but yeah, we're sort of at stalemate here. They're not in a good position to attack us. We're not in a good position to attack them. Let us propose peace.
Copy that.
For now, there is peace. There's all the third, all of the sixth. Not 4 of the 5th. What's the missing 5th member? Oh, there he is. Okay. I think that works out for the moment. Try to actually organize the units so that we're got like units with like units. Where's the rest of the 7th? Where's the rest of this brigade? There's the 9th. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're the 5th of the... Oh, no, you're from the 7th as well. Okay. That's the rest of the 9th. Okay, so you're the 7th. 7th out. Push you in down there. 4th will take over the top bit there. Okay. Oh, and the 7th's over here. That's where the rest of the 7th is. Ah, much better. So the longer we sit here, and the more the bullets actually get delivered now that we're at relative peace, the much better the supply situation is going to get. Truck station's improving. Supply bases should be doing their magic up here. It looks like they have. A little bit of shortage with bullets, but bullets I can work with. Food would be a problem, bullets I can work with. Okay. Will be that one if I can make it work. One 150. Okay, so farther down the road. Probably accepted to be a little bit penalized. Probably around about there's right.
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be the centerpiece of a new town to facilitate northeast expansion. So we'll depend mostly off of this road end once that truck station's in, the city's going. I'd like to save up some metal so we can actually build some rail connections. Would be nice. Rail station done in 2. I've got the
Aye, aye,
metal for
sir.
that. Do we have geotectonics yet? No, we're about 3 to 4 turns out on it. So I suppose I'm probably a little bit ahead of myself with building that, because I probably want to wait until we get the truck state or the geotectonics for the rails. Well, we're getting 6% a turn. That's why it's feeling so slow. That actually means we're out at so would it be 34%? So 6, maybe 7 turns. I don't get more bureaucracy going. Okay. In the meantime, I am losing stuff to power shortages, so let's expand the bureaucracy. Or storage, power storage shortage. About 500, so I can run both of these upgrades.
Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
Order acknowledged.
Okay. So let's cycle the turn. This is where we're going to go ahead and put the part break in for this part at the end of this end turn. We're up to 43.4%. That means things could change and we could very rapidly roll into a win. Although at the same time, we're pretty... Unless we roll over a minor, Because I think that's where actually most of the population is at this point. Most of the unclaimed population, I think, is controlled by miners. Less than half the world population is claimed by the majors, and most of that's claimed by me. So it's got to be owned by the miners. The miners are got to have all the people. And we can tell from the miner map: 1 miner, 2 miner, 3 miner, 4 miner. That's a miner, so 5 miner, 6 miner. Oh, and the rebels. The rebels also control probably a chunk of the population. If I could get a link up with this miner, I believe these guys are our subjects. Yeah, these guys are our subjects. If I can get a link up with these guys, I could potentially annex them. If that happens during the next one, I think we win the next one. So, it could end quickly, or we could be going for another stream. Is kind of where we're at this point. So let's cycle the turn. If you're watching on YouTube, you can expect there to be another part up tomorrow, because obviously we haven't finished in this part. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We are going to record one more part tonight. I'm not going to do a stretch to win. We're far enough away from winning that... okay, I'll probably have to run a second stream, or still run like a... might finish mid-stream on the next stream, but we... I don't think we're necessarily going to win like an hour out from the next hour. But yeah. We'll be picking up next time on round 91. We have 6 decisions awaiting us. And until then, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream. And bye for now.